I kind of feel silly for admitting this, but I'm actually really nervous. This is my first time.
It's been about 14 years since the initial release of Halo Reach, and during that time, Halo has been less than desirable. With the franchise becoming more tone-deaf as they release, a lot of players have left the series forgotten with a bad taste. But there is one thing that all Halo players remember: Reach. Released on September 14, 2010, Halo Reach was the fourth installment in the series, serving as a prequel to the original trilogy. The game's compelling story, coupled with its innovative multiplayer modes, solidified its status as a landmark title in the Halo franchise. Recently, I played Halo Reach again with some of my friends, and the experience we all had was not only nostalgic, but genuinely fun. With this gaming drought, I'm sure all of us are finding games to play, and Halo Reach was something that we just all felt was right. All of us re-encountering Easter eggs and achievements throughout the game just felt like riding a bike again. None of us forgot about the secret buttons or weapon spawns that made Halo Reach an experience. Like, who would have thought that a 14-year-old game could still be this much fun, considering everything that's happened between now and then?
Holy crap, I'm in Fortnite!
Usually when I go back and play older games, it's because 1, I'm bored, and 2, there's nothing new worth playing. But Halo Reach is different. I always come back to it with a smile on my face. The campaign is peak Halo, with an awesome story and memorable characters. The multiplayer modes are iconic and still super fun to this day, and the custom games? Unforgettable. Those moments with friends are just some of the best gaming memories I have, plus the music. Ah, the music. Let's start with some background. As we all know, Halo Reach is Bungie's last entry in the Halo series. Following the release of Halo 3, Bungie announced that it was splitting off from Microsoft and subsequently Halo. I could go into the details as to why they made that decision, but the short of it being, quote, to push forward in the industry that found success at the start of the century. Since it didn't really present enough innovation to justify its standalone release, with a lot of players in the community deeming it as DLC. So when developing Halo Reach, Bungie did something that they forgot how to do nowadays and listen to their audience. And with that, they started cooking.
26 seconds to enter it.
So, it's gonna be like that.
I think we all remember playing Halo Reach for the first time. It was different, but in a good way. With the new weapons, art designs, characters, like my Dino Nugget brain was just hyped that I had the same name as one of the Spartans. And for the most part, I felt like a kid again playing the game 14 years later. That was until...
Tell him to make it count.
It's no secret that Halo Reach is a sad, dreadful story. We all heard rumors and little pieces of the dialogue about it during the events of Halo 1 through ODST. Now that all our frontal cortices are fully developed, we have a better understanding of storytelling, to the point where it's ironic how the members of Noble Team die. An example being how Kat is the brains and technological expert of the team, and the Covenant knew that, so... Jokes aside, it was just different than what we had experienced so far. We were the hero that saved the galaxy from the flood, bringing an end to the war. But now we're an unknown Spartan trying to protect one planet from the invasion of the Covenant, and ultimately we fail. But also, we succeed.
It didn't take long for Reach to fall. Our enemy was ruthless, efficient, but they weren't nearly fast enough. For you had already passed the torch, and because of you, we found Halo, unlocked its secrets, shattered our enemy's resolve. Our victory, your victory, was so close. I wish you could have lived to see it. But you belong to Reach. Your body, your armor, all burned and turned to glass. Everything. Except your courage. That you gave to us. And with it, we can rebuild.
It's to be understood that without the sacrifice of Noble Team, the Master Chief wouldn't be where he was today, to only say one word to Arbiter in Halo 3.
What is it? More brutes?
Worse. It's okay, I found that out recently too. Long story short, the Halo Reach campaign is a sad story, with the ending of the game spawning more memes than I could ever imagine. All in all, Halo Reach's campaign is a beautifully crafted story that broke the mold of traditional storytelling to the point where anytime I watch something similar, I relate it back to Reach. What also should be said about the campaign is the level of replayability and how it integrated the armor customization originally gained through multiplayer into the campaign. Seeing your Spartan in the cutscenes gives a sense of individuality and can be pretty funny with the right set of armor.
So that's our new number 6.
I'm trying to look back on this game as unbiased as possible, but I will say after the action-packed Save the World Simulator as John Spartan games, I'm already feeling something when I hear the iconic Marty Halo theme in Reach. Composed by Marty and Salvatore, the Reach soundtrack has a more tactical/mournful vibe, with more strings and percussion elements being present with Noble Team's deaths and operational missions that are in the campaign. Whereas in Halo 3, it's very triumphant, with loud horns and symphonic choirs because you're saving the galaxy as Master Chief. Now, obviously, Halo Reach's campaign isn't perfect, but in my opinion, it is one of the best that the Halo series has. With some of the characters not getting much screen time, it makes it hard to connect with them first time round. But I do feel like this is made up for with the lore and character designs, kinda showing the player what they're about instead of just telling them. I remember my first experience in Halo Reach's multiplayer, waiting in a matchmaking queue for an invasion match for some random guy to just say,
"Hey, Death Punch, fuck you."
Alrighty then. Nowadays, Reach's multiplayer is restricted to MCC's crippled servers. It's not too bad, but it's not great either. What I do like about MCC's port of Reach is the new customization options it offers through their free battle pass systems. Stuff like the helmets, arms, and all that cool stuff. This might be a cold take, but I've always preferred MCC's battle pass system since it doesn't restrict you to what you want to unlock when. Kinda relating back to Halo Reach's customization progression, completing challenges, getting points, unlocking armor. I remember farming points by getting 3 friends together for a Griffball match, and all of us hooking up our second controllers to fill up the whole lobby and farm points. Mind you, we all received ban warnings because of this. But my favorite game mode, hands down, has to be Invasion. If you haven't tried it, please do, because it is one of the most interesting game modes I've ever played in a Halo game. It's legit Spartans versus Elites with a capture zones mechanic, with each phase unlocking new weapons and vehicles for attackers and better defense for defenders. Stuff like this, Forge, and Firefight made Halo Reach so fun to play. However, I think we all know what truly made Halo Reach such a memorable experience. The custom games. Dude, I can't even remember how many nights I stayed up laughing my ass off in these game modes. Speed Halo, Jenga, Duck Hunt, Fat Kid, it all made that multiplayer experience that much more memorable. And honestly, I don't think we've had anything like that since. These modes weren't just about winning, they're about creating hilarious moments and forging friendships over shared chaos and creativity. They capture the essence of Halo Reach's multiplayer at its peak. Unpredictable, exhilarating, and full of unforgettable unforgettable memories that still bring a smile to my face today. And I know that custom games are still being made today, and I tried them, but I just don't have the same feeling. I don't know how to describe it other than it just felt hollow. Gaming has come a long way with all these new experiences, but there's this nostalgic longing for the days of Halo Reach's custom games. It was a time when gaming was all about sharing experiences and having fun together, not just chasing high scores or buying stuff in a battle pass. It really captured that spirit, encouraging players to make their own adventures and create memories that stick with them forever. Even after 14 years, Halo Reach still holds an incredibly special place in the hearts of gamers worldwide. As the Halo franchise continued to evolve with its ups and downs, many of the players found themselves increasingly disconnected from the newer releases. However, amidst these changes, Reach stood out as a shining beacon of nostalgia and genuine enjoyment. It became a symbol of Halo's enduring appeal, a 14-year-old masterpiece that continues to captivate and enthrall players, old and new alike. To me, Halo Reach isn't just a game, but a monument of the power of storytelling, community, and timeless fun in an ever-evolving world of gaming. So let's raise our controllers and pay homage to the game that defied time and reminded us why we fell in love with gaming in the first place. Remember Reach.